Hey everyone, welcome back to Lion Souls Tarot. I'm Lindsay. All my fellow Taurians, welcome. I've been holding off on doing this read, I think more so because I'm afraid of what will come out because I am a Taurus. But I just kept getting like the push to go ahead and do it. So here we are. It is the 4th of July. There was a really bad thunderstorm that just came through, so the energy is like, it's very high right now. But hopefully that'll just push the message through a lot easier on my end. Like I said, I've just been really nervous to do this because honestly, I personally haven't wanted to know what's going to happen. I'm in a state of trying to not be in control of situations. So that's where I'm at. But hopefully that won't get in the way. And like I said, hopefully the energy that's like outside, and I have my door open and stuff, so you might hear some things, but let's get to it. So I have the new Moonology deck. It is the manifestation deck, so a little bit different than your normal Moonology deck. So we'll be using that later on in the read. It is a general read, so I'm not doing anything specific to relationships or family or anything like that. Just kind of whatever comes through, and we will take it from there. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I am trying to get to 100 subscribers, so if you like this video, please hit the like button and then subscribe. When we get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to start doing some giveaways, and they're not going to be just tarot-based things. It's for healing, so healing mind, body, spirit, physically, emotionally, mentally, all that kind of cool stuff, because my brand, if you guys don't know, is all about healing. I have the healing lifestyle, I have the organized lifestyle, I have Lion Souls Tarot, all kinds of really cool stuff, but all that's in the description box, so check that out. Extended reads are also in the description box. I won't be doing a extended for this because I have been going pretty deeply into these. Yeah, but normally they are in the description box, so go pop down there after the read and check all of that out. Let's see. I think that's everything I have to tell you guys. Let's see. I think I mentioned the next 3 to 5 days. I'm not sure, but it says that in the title, so hopefully you guys read that. So yes, this will be for the next 3 to 5 days. Hopefully when you find it, it all resonates, and it should. If nothing at all resonates, I say come back within a week or two tops and check again. It should definitely resonate by then. Otherwise, just check your other sign placements from your natal chart, okay? Right. Normally, I don't shuffle these in the beginning, but just felt called to. All right, cool. Let's get at it, Taurus. Let's see what is coming in the next 3 to 5 days. What do Spirit and Universe want you to know? What kind of messages want to come through for you? All right, so we have the 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. All right, so far so good. Guys, also know, just because I mentioned the fact that like that I'm a Taurus and stuff like that, like I don't tailor these messages to myself. I actually, it's kind of hard to explain, but I think most tarot readers feel the same way, but you kind of detach. Like it's not even, it's going to sound weird to say it's not you speaking, but it's kind of like, you know how sometimes when you like zone out, that's exactly kind of what happens. The weirdest thing, but yes. All right, what do we have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Let's see. That does not feel like that should have gone there. Sorry, guys. That was more cards than normal, and so I had to figure out how they wanted me to read that. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups, outside of what I just pulled, but they were telling me to pull that for some reason and put it there, so we will do that. Oh, I see why. The King of Pentacles is on the board. Okay, fellow Tauruses, let's go. Actually, you know what? Give me a second. I need to go get my carnelian. Okay. I had my carnelian on me earlier today, and it helps me channel messages. It's a Taurian stone, so I like really connect with it. If you guys don't have a stone that you that makes you feel like courageous and powerful and like in this Queen of Pentacles energy, I definitely recommend carnelian as a Taurian myself. So anyways, so what we have, guys, is you actually have something I feel coming in. Let me just double check this one. So I'm definitely feeling a relationship here. Okay. All right. In the reverse. And guys, I do that just to double check things because it gives the universe a chance, and my spirit guides a chance to fix it if it's wrong. But most of the time when we draw these, they come out correct. So yeah, so I definitely feel like something from the past is coming back in. There's a bunch of cards here that indicate that. Five of Pentacles being in the reverse indicates coming back in. Eight of Cups in reverse indicates coming back in. Knight of Swords is movement forward in communication, but also another movement towards you sort of thing. I'm telling you it's somebody from the past because you have the Four of Cups here. That's in the the Four of Cups, which represents typically the cups that are spilled, and ignoring the fact that this cup is here. But in this card specifically, she is touching this cup. They're telling me to indicate how she's touching. I guess I could hold it up to you guys and show you. But she's touching that cup right here, right? So somebody's handing her the cup, but she's touching that cup too. So normally it's reminiscent of, you know, what has been lost. So again, indicating the past here. The Ace of Cups, that new beginning coming in. Two of Cups in the reverse tells me that it is something that has ended, that was or used to be a joined connection, but now we're getting some communication in about that and what had happened. You do have the divine pair here with the King of Pentacles and a Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is your energy, Taurus. Who's coming in is the King of Pentacles, okay? Kind of have this transition of you know, having you or them or both of you have overcome this Tower moment, which has triggered this all to fall out in place like it is. Eight of Cups, like I said, movement forward by your King of Pentacles here, okay? And they're moving towards you, being the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So the Queen of Pentacles is very Taurian. It is our card. It is the Earth cards as well, but I always resonate with Queen of Pentacles for myself personally, and in other reads that I watch. So I feel like the King of Pentacles is more of the Aries kind of sign, so you could be dealing with the Aries, doesn't necessarily have to be. Sorry, they were also telling me a Leo, but I'm not sure why, because nothing on the board has Leo vibes that I know of. So, okay, so some of you could be dealing with a Leo as well. But yes, so you have something coming in. I feel like with the King of Swords in reverse like that, what is to be said, because you're going kind of from, if you read them top to bottom, it's kind of going from this Knight of Swords to the King of Swords in reverse. So I don't feel like we've gotten to the King of Swords reverse as far as communication goes, but there is communication coming in. It might not be very clear and concise, and I feel like this person had to really think about it for a while on how to go about approaching you, but I think they've definitely figured it out. The fact that you have the Seven of Cups here tells me that that decision has been made, and followed by the Four of Pentacles, that their guard has been put down. You have the Five of Cups again going the same route with that Four of Cups, but indicating like like for this one, for this specific card, like if it's a different deck, I see it differently. But for this one, she's actually pouring out that, what would be like the Two of Cups, right? And she's pouring it into what looks like this well, or this wishing well or something, right? And she's just kind of watching it go, I guess, down the drain, you could say. But I feel like this is reminiscent of this Four of Cups. So it's like you or this person is going to start like pouring your heart out towards the connection that used to be. You also have the Three of Cups here as well, so kind of capping off the front end and the back end of that Four of Cups. So another coming together and collaboration is what they're telling me, but another coming together card. Okay, so definitely movement forward. The Wheel here about divine timing, I feel like it's taken divine timing because the lessons that had to be learned, yes, like I feel like I keep going here, but the lessons that had to be learned was about surrender and not being in control. And that could have been from you or from your person. Like I just mentioned at the beginning of the video, that is something that I personally have been working on, is about surrendering control. But I do, guys, okay, but I do feel like this person has been weighing heavily on your mind and also their mind. Like you have been on their mind. And the hope is this Ten of Pentacles here, right? That's kind of the end all be all game. Yeah, same thing. Like there was this decision to come forward. And I feel like you have not talked to this person in a while. But they're coming back to talk. They're coming back around to talk to you. So all of these cards indicate the same storyline. So I mean, I like that. I like when the stories are really clear and concise like that. All right, one more shuffle. All right, let's see if we can get any more information about who this person is. Who is this person? All right, Taurus. So I feel like this is somebody who offered you their heart, or maybe you offered them your heart, but there was something, I want to say it was emotional availability that wasn't there on one half or the other. And there were things that were hidden below the surface that came to light. And it's because of those two aspects that this person left, or you walked away from this person. There was just this sort of guardedness that needed to be released. Like I said, like something was below the surface that got revealed that I feel like this person did not want revealed. There was something that made them uncomfortable. Could have been a secret, could have been something of their past that maybe a family member told you or something, or just some sense of, I'm kind of getting betrayal, which I don't necessarily want to say, but that's what I'm hearing is betrayal. But there's some sort of, it's like a misconception. It's like, I'm just getting like a mask. Like it's like something that, like I said, was below the surface that like got revealed and it wasn't meant to be revealed. Like this person did not want you to know about this situation. I feel like they got really defensive over it, and because of that, it kind of rocked the foundation that you guys were building. And I feel like they took their energy back. So, okay, tell me more about this Tower. What was the Tower? All right, definitely walking away. Wish fulfillment. For some of you, they're telling me they thought the grass was greener on the other side. They feel like there was something else that they could give to that would be different, because I feel like they felt, there's a lot of likes in that sentence. But they, it feels like that they felt like this wasn't everything that they thought it was going to be. So they were kind of like, well, here's something else over here. So I'm just going to go over here. You know, it's like they made the decision to offer their relationship, not necessarily their heart either, and it's not a physical connection. It's just, this could be a career. Like they could have decided just to go focus on their career more. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody else, but I feel like they, I'm just getting this energy of like, you know how you say turn your nose up at something? I feel like that's what this is, which is weird for the Fool card, because the Fool card's about taking risk and starting new. But for some reason, they're just really telling me, like, whatever happened, whatever this Tower moment was, it was around the fact that, of what I just mentioned. Like, something was told, and they thought that they were better than that. Or, like, they, I don't know if they, like, denied it. Guys, I'm just getting, like, they turned their nose up at it. Like, that's, like, they felt like they were better for some reason. Like, something, I don't know, guys. I'm going to need more clarification on that, for sure. Because it's just, like, they're turning, like, this could have been a really good thing. Like, this is where this is confusing me, kind of, is because I feel like this connection could have been a really good thing. I mean, you guys have these divine partner cards here. Like, you're on the same level. But for some reason, they or you turned their nose up to this connection because of whatever was revealed that caused this Tower to happen. And it rocked the foundation. Okay? I mean, you have the Tower here and burden. So I feel like King of Swords in the upright now. So I feel like, yeah, this is definitely not over with these cards here. I have these 5 cards on the bottom. Okay, the Lovers, the World in reverse, King of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Tower in reverse. So I feel like this was burdening them, the fact that this had happened. And I feel like looking back on it, they're like, well, darn, like, I kind of overreacted to that situation. You know, so I feel like they're coming back in to communicate about how things have changed. And that they do see some sort of a future with you as long as you see the same thing too. Okay. Let's stop right there with those. Let's get some... do some oracle cards, because I just feel like those would really clarify this situation. Okay, because we are concerned about what's going to happen in the next 3 to 5 days, which is basically this person returning and communicating in some way, shape, or form about how they have thought things over and they've had a change of heart and they want to... I'm getting they're feeling like you're the one. Like, I keep hearing that. It's like, I know you're the one. Like, I was wrong and now I know better. That's what I'm getting. There's an apology, something of this sort. So let's get some more clarification on what's to come and about the situation, I guess. To be fair in the reverse. Okay, so I'll have to read that one from the book because it's a protection message. But that is the Judgment card in reverse. So I feel like things were not balanced. Message in a bottle in the reverse. Would have totally thought that would have been in the upright. So some form of communication. Again, a protection message. So I'll read that one. But back to the to be fair card. It is the Judgment card. New life, new beginnings. And like I said, I feel like one of you is giving more to the situation than before. Something was revealed and now justice is being called for things to come out balanced again. There's equal give and take. more card, please. Okay. There's disloyalty, but that is a protection card, so I'll read that one too. That's what I'm saying, like with this energy here, this pack of 5, it feels like they chose something else. Bottom of the deck, you guys have happy, happy. This one came out oddly. It's the Thinker in reverse. Okay, so most of these are protection messages, so I will read them for you. But I mean, definitely new beginnings, and it's something that's going to make you happy. The fact that the rainbows are here a couple of times, really good indicator of like forgiveness, okay, and promises made that are still going to be kept. So to be fair is the number 38, which is reduces to 11, which is the number 2, about a coming together. So 38 protection message says, injustice and inequity are part of life, but they do not have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. One thing's for certain, if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. So I definitely feel like this is that apology coming in, right? There's something that, especially with it being over the tower like this, that's what that apology is for, is whatever this breakdown was that happened that I mentioned over here, they're coming in to apologize for that. They recognize that they were wrong in the situation, okay? All right, message in a bottle, protection message, is the number 15, reduces to number 6. Says, are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? Red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interests at heart and will draw your attention to what you are overlooking. Something doesn't sit. Sorry, I'm just reading it again. Okay, so with that, what I'm getting just as far as the storyline goes is when this person comes in to talk to you again, perhaps recognize that it's a two-way street and maybe you didn't go about doing things the right way either, if they're the ones who's apologizing. So, and also they're telling me to like take warning on that. Like, trust your intuition in the conversation, basically. So if you get the gut feeling that, like, they're saying stuff just to say stuff and you feel like there's no meaning behind it, but, like, intuitively feel like there's no meaning behind it, then make note of that, and then ask them about it. But, like, your intuition is really strong, and you will know if somebody is not telling you everything. Okay, or if they're telling you something that you just want to hear, like, you'll know that. But I definitely more so feel that it's about recognizing that it wasn't just them in the situation when this tower moment happened. Okay, that you are a part of that too. Okay. New life is, like I just said, it's about new opportunities, things renewing itself. Relationship-wise, it talks about new energy enters old relationships, bursting with sweetness and vibrancy, encountered when winter gives way to spring, connecting with others with excitement, passion, hearts of joy. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, like, I do feel like this is something old that's coming in again, and I do feel like you guys are going to have some sort of apology with that. Loyal heart protection message is number 35. Okay, so this is number 39. What is that? 12. So that's a 3. Reduces to a 3. This is 35. That's an 8 card. I'm trying to think what 8s are. It's not coming to me. All right, so the protection message for loyal heart is, are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea? Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now's the time to look at outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a signal that it is time to prune away all who don't deserve your trust and have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all your attachments. Spirit has awesome plans for you. Make some room. Okay, guys, so maybe for some of you, you receive this information, you receive this person coming in, and you go about denying them because of this betrayal, right? Oh yeah, and it does say betrayal here, and I mentioned that earlier. So maybe there was some sort of betrayal in this connection, and they're coming in to apologize for that. But just because they apologize doesn't necessarily mean that you have to accept that apology. You can always forgive them and move forward with your life, but it doesn't mean you have to take them back necessarily, okay? So that could be the case for some of you. For others of you with this card, I feel like you might, when this person comes back in, you might be so excited that you're like attached to this outcome. And because of that attachment, you might feel the need to jump the gun on things and move the relationship a lot faster than what it should be. I feel like you should start things out slow and reconnect, like really reconnect. Know that communication is probably an issue and needs to be worked on, and then build off of that. Like together heal that and build off of that. Make sure you guys are on the same page. I feel once there's balance in this relationship, then like all of this is to happen. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. Give me 1 second. They started doing fireworks outside. All right. Sorry about that. It's only like 6:50, but I don't know. I guess people are doing fireworks. So it is. All right. I have 2. So we have Happy Happy here at the bottom of the deck, number 26. Again, that's just, I mean, I feel like that's pretty straightforward. That's another 8 card as well. I will read it since I'm reading all the other ones, might as well. So 26, Happy Happy says, let's see, for a relationship, it says there are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Guys, I just said that in the reading. Remember, the grass is green on the other side. Okay, so there's confirming that now the grass is greenest right where you stand. I feel like this person feels this and knows this. It says, be grateful and delight in your relationship. And if you are seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself, like bees to honey. Again, going with that 2 storyline that I just gave you guys, I feel like if you do reject this person's apology, not necessarily reject it, but like don't come back together with this person over this apology, because you did that, you have that closure, and I feel like you're going to open yourself up to new things, which is going to create this happiness. For those of you who do accept this person back into your life and you've worked on that communication aspect and not being attached, like this says, like, the grass is greenest right where you stand. That's not what it is. Right here, your heart is wide open, right? So this loyalty card also spoke about having your heart open, right, to possibilities, because it's with an open heart that you can truly see the other person and accept them for who they are, where they are, how they are. So if this is a soulmate connection, then for some of you going down that path and accepting this person back into your life, then accept the fact that, hey, you know, we're all only human and we make mistakes, and whatever this Tower moment is or was that has been overcome, that was the past, and they've learned from it and they're different now. And maybe you've learned from not being with them for this long, right? You've learned some things in your life and now you're a different person too. So things could be completely different in this relationship, and that could go either way, right? Because you guys aren't the same people that you used to be. But from what this is telling me is you guys are going to be working towards this 10 of Pentacles with this person. And again, that's for those of you that do accept this person back into your life. You have free will, so you can accept them or not accept them. Completely up to you guys. All right, okay, so that I said that was an 8 card. This is an 8 card. 44 is here with Thinker in the reverse, and that is also an 8 card. So at the end here, you have 3 cards that are the number 8. So definitely go look that up, because right now it's not coming to my head what 8s are at all. Like I think they're coming back together. I think they're unions. I think it's growth, but just Google it, what the number 8 stands for, and read all about it. Okay, so number 44, the Thinker in reverse. Again, a protection message. Oops, jumped. Okay. You might be suffering from analysis paralysis. Thinking has its place, but trying to figure everything out logically is not going to work right now. Your conclusions will likely be faulty, and you may act upon false assumptions that will get you in a jam. Give your mind a rest. Do something creative, exercise, or meditate. Soon you'll come to your senses, and an aha moment will bring new clarity. I kind of wonder if that's aligned with that loyal heart card, because something in me is just saying that they match up. So let me jump back to this real quick. 35, right? This is about surrendering. Having an attachment to something, not knowing how to let go, that you feel like it's so much a part of you, and it's outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. This is about analyzing the situation, trying to figure everything out. I definitely feel like this is related to this burden card here, both of these, because it's like you're trying to analyze the situation highly. You're trying to be in control of the situation highly. I think a couple of times in this reading I've mentioned about surrendering, needing to surrender. And that's just being open in your heart space, okay? Trying not to control the narrative, trying not to control the situation. And I think by doing that, and like I said, accepting this person for who they are as they are, and even accepting yourself for who you are as you are, I feel like that's what's going to get you to that happy, happy card. Okay? I still feel like I have not given you enough information. Like, I don't know why I feel this way. Like, I feel like there's like an emptiness. There's like a gap there that I really can't think of like what else to tell you guys. You know what? I'm gonna do this. This is messages from your person, and this is just a deck that I created. And this is from their higher self. It could be how they're thinking, how they're feeling, what they want you to know. It could be words of encouragement, anything of that such. So hopefully some more stuff will come out from them to you that will help kind of seal this reading. Something in me is just, it feels kind of like gapish, like it feels kind of empty, like there's more here than what I'm telling you guys, but I just keep getting the same message. I keep getting the same message that there's healing. There's healing. This person's coming with an apology. I don't really see anything else on the board that I could even try to pull from. All right, let's see what your person has to say. What do they want you to know? What are they thinking or feeling or anything? What kind of messages do they want you to know? What would they say? You give me butterflies. I do not understand it. think that's why, remember I was telling you earlier, like that communication, they've been thinking about this communication for a while now on how to approach you. You are worth fighting for. All right, they tell me to do this one too. All right, you're worth fighting for. And then this one says, we will make it through this. Together we are strong. Sorry guys, my OCD is kicking in, so. All right, what else? What else does your person want you to know? What are they thinking or feeling? Maybe their actions, perhaps. All right, guys. So there's some sort of blockage that they are having. It says we can only make this work in another lifetime. And whenever this cards come out, whenever that card comes out, I tell people, like, you know, okay, don't freak out over it, because it can mean one of two things. A, it can mean, like I just said, there's a blockage that this person is just overwhelmed with. Again, we have this burden card here. We do have the Ten of Cups. We have this analysis paralysis happening here. So they could really be feeling like, you know, nervousness. And maybe that's why I feel the way that I feel, is there's just this kind of like this anxiety or something that this person probably has about coming forward. But they know they need to come forward and they want to. Yeah, see, there you go. Perfect. So they want to come forward and they want to tell you this stuff, but there's this blockage. So this card that just came out actually really clarifies that. It says, I'm keeping my distance because I'm afraid of not being enough. Okay, but I feel like they're afraid of what your response is going to be. That's what I'm really feeling, is there's just this anxious, nervous energy around coming forward to communicate. Their bravery isn't up there yet. Their bravery isn't there yet. But like I said, the reading is for the next 3 to 5 days, so it could take them till the 5th day for some sort of communication to come in. All right. Not being good enough. Okay, so they have that self-doubt in the back of their head, which is putting pressure on them actually communicating with you. I will see you soon. We will hold each other again. I will kiss you softly came out. And then if you only knew how deep my love for you is. Again, we do have those pairs on the board. We have the Two of Cups on the board. We have those reminiscent cards on the board. I do feel like this person does really care about you. And I feel like the more that they care about you, the harder it is for them to come forward, because again, there's this fear of rejection there. If our love was a romance movie, it would be The Notebook. Okay, and then for those of you who haven't seen that, which highly recommend seeing it if you haven't, basically the two main characters have this in and out relationship. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of fighting, there's a push-pull energy. They're definitely kind of twin flames, but overall, I'm not going to give the ending away. Overall, it's a story within a story, and the story, the outlying story that's happening is actually really, I don't want to say emotional, but it's a tearjerker. Okay, but definitely go watch that if you haven't watched it. But definitely this in and out energy. There's there's communication. Somebody got in the middle of communication. And it's like, well, you know, I wrote to you, and they're like, I didn't get any of it, and it's because somebody was in the middle of that. But yes, I could see that with this relationship. This one says, why do I feel abandoned when you're not here? I cannot show you this truth. Again, there's just this energy of anxiousness. There's just this energy of, like, you know, I really want to do this. Like, they are totally building up the courage to come forward and do this and talk to you. But it's like there are things that are pushing them where it's like, you know, you give me butterflies, I feel abandoned, you know, but we're going to make it through it. We're going to fight for this. But it's like, well, maybe we can only make this another lifetime because I don't feel good enough for you, you know. And it's like, but if you only knew how deep my love is for you, you know, it's like just this back and forth energy here. I'm going to get a couple more cards because I like the messages that are coming through with this. I know we're already at like 40 minutes now. But I feel like this is actually clarifying a lot of what we've seen on the board. Is just this you know, I was wrong sort of thing. Please do not give up on us. Have faith. Surrender. We talked about surrender earlier on in the reading, right? Opening your heart space, accepting this person as they are, for who they are now. See, now we're getting this back and forth energy again. Yeah, okay, so this is weird that both of these came out. So both of these two came out at the same time. It says, you need to let me go. I can't be with you. But then on the back side, it says, you are so sexy to me. Gosh, how bad I want you by my side. And I just feel like this is the internal conflict that they're having. It's the same thing we just saw here. Is it's like, I want you so badly, but I don't think we can make this work because I love you so deeply that I'm nervous about not being enough for you. And I feel like that's where that's totally that right there. Again, I can't wait to give you a gift when I see you again. And then this one says, so many others have come before you. No, wait, so many others have come and gone. None have moved me like you have. I'm trying to figure out how to make this right. See, guys, I just feel like this is... Here's another one. I wish you could see all the growth I'm doing. Right? So I feel, guys, like this person's hyper nervous. They're majorly nervous about this connection, about moving it forward. How do they move it forward? How do they come in and talk to you about this connection, about what happened, you know, the tower moment, how they've healed from it, all of these things. And I just feel like they're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed from healing. And I guess that's where this tower and this Ten of Wands and the King of Swords is because I feel like if I read it this way, it kind of makes more sense than reading it that way. I don't know if you guys saw where my hand was going, but reading it from right to left instead of left to right. If they've overcome this tower moment that we previously saw, right, that there was some healing that happened. So there was a burden that they were carrying, right? And now that they've healed, they're carrying the burden of coming forward and talking to you clearly. The King of Swords was in the reverse up top here when it came to coming back in, right? And I feel like they're trying to overcome this burden that they have, this up and down, this not being good enough, this, you know, having the growth, the, you know, back and forth energy we see. I feel like them trying to overcome that is where we get into the King of Swords energy, is how do I communicate and knock out all this nervous energy. The world's indicating, you know, that things are not finished between the two of you, and then you end with the Lover's card, that union card, the Two of Cups in the upright, right? So I feel like if I read it from that way, that's probably why this only slightly made sense. After hearing all of this stuff, it makes sense that there's this progression this way to you guys reuniting and coming back together. And like I said, it's for most of you. Some of you are probably going to reject it for your own reasons, okay? But I feel like a majority of you who watch this, it's going to be a union again, and you guys are going to attempt to try to have this again. Okay, so before we close out the read, don't leave yet. I'm going to get like 2 of these cards for you guys. These are the manifestation deck because I really want to use these. I don't feel like I have to use these with this read. I feel like we're very clear on this. But these cards will just help you better with moving forward while we wait for this person to come in. It's just so funny. So you have Gemini right there. It says think it through, which is odd because that's dictive, right? I think is the word. Contradictive, that's what it is, to the Thinker in the reverse card that we have. It said don't do analysis paralysis, but I feel like that was more so your person. For you, this could very much benefit you. The new moon in Gemini about thinking it through. This has full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve, which I feel we've talked about that surrendering, right? And then honor your feelings. First quarter moon in Pisces. So I definitely feel like that surrender on your behalf, that being open opening your heart space, healing that heart space to allow this person to come in. And I want to say be decisive, but that's not it. Just like knowing that they are who they are and you are who you are, and you have to accept that. If you don't accept that, this relationship is not going to work. But know that you guys can heal together through this. Okay, I don't really feel the need to kind of go any further with these cards. I think they're pretty straightforward. Definitely about, feeling your feelings. I guess separation of your headspace and your heart could be another thing here. And letting your fear of allowing this person in to dissolve. Allowing that fear of like, what's going to happen? Are we going to repeat the cycle again? Because you don't know. You don't know. And you, like I said a couple of times, you have free will and so does this person. So, anything, possibilities are endless, right? Okay, Taurus, I hope that resonated. Happy belated birthdays, because our birthdays were back in May. So, I hope you guys had a good birthday. And if you're watching this when I upload it, it is the 4th. So happy 4th of July if you're here in the United States. Other than that, I will see you guys later. Thanks for jumping in. Don't forget the description box and subscribing, please. All right, bye, guys.